Hello and welcome back. This is Nom Nom, and once again we find ourselves inside the Dupe shelter. This is part 7 of our Let's Play series here. And let's take a look at how we have progressed thus far. We have our mushroom farm, our Duskcap farm, in progress, partially up and running. It looks like we don't yet have the door in, so we're not getting the greenhouse benefit. Our meal lice farm is going strong and is being temperature controlled by a Weezewort cooling loop. Did I say kept warm? It's being kept cool by a Weezewort cooling loop. And we have plumbed bathroom over here. We have our great hall, bedroom, bathroom, and electrolyzer set up with some overflow for our hydrogen. As we can see here, we're also backing up quite a bit of hydrogen, so this is well beyond self-powering. We have 131 kilograms of hydrogen stored up. All right, so today I would like to finish out this Duskcap farm. I would like to build out to the right here where we've just put in these Atmosuits as soon as we get this airlock finished up on the Atmosuit dock. So let's go ahead and get into it. Here we go. Okay, we currently have 1.685 tons of refined iron. This is good. And we're doing okay on food with 31,000 kilocalories. I do want to finish cleaning up some of these spots where we just have some of the natural tile laying about still. And we got a ding on the printing pod. Ooh, larva eggs. So I don't think they'll live very long if I pull them in because it is simply not hot enough here in the base. They will... Well, let's go ahead and bring them in. Maybe we can do something with them by the time they're ready to hatch. They will not incubate for a very long time. Okay, so we have a little bit here to finish on this airlock. Get that done. Prioritize this door also. Looks like I don't have enough iron. I don't have enough raw iron. Interesting. I can address that pretty easily. Let's just do this. That should get us some iron. Yeah, that'll do it. So, I didn't realize we were out of iron. I guess that's what's been holding up that door placement. 5 tons of gold, 14 tons of copper. Alright, well, we'll get there. There we go. Plenty of iron. Just need to bring it back in the base. Fantastic. Okay, I did make an extra Atmosuit. Looks like somebody just picked it up. Oh, there it is. I did make an extra Atmosuit. I don't know if I want to expand this to 3 airlocks or not. 3 Atmosuit docks. But I do want to finish uncovering all of this down here. Here we go. We can even, if we have clay, I would like to use that, build this out there. Yeah, I guess I don't need to do that. Alright, in progress. Good, good, good. Okay, this is done. I'm going to block this off again, actually. I don't think I need to get down there anytime soon, and I don't want this polluted oxygen to make its way down here. Taking a look at... yeah, it can't really come below this carbon dioxide, but if this pressure on the carbon dioxide ever got low enough, this polluted oxygen could sneak in there. Oh, look. Oh, I thought they trapped themselves. That would have been normal, I guess, for the dupes. I could also, in fact I think I will, well I have one right here, the deodorizer. So I could put another deodorizer in here. I think I'm going to do that. So we're going to pause on that for just a second, go into oxygen, deodorizer, put one there, and then I'll block that off. Then I'm going to put a ladder down here maybe. Maybe I don't need to, maybe I'll just put tiles here. Yeah, that'll work. And we're going to the right. We're going to see if we can't discover what's off to the right of the map. So here we have an unknown area, unexplored area, so we got to find the door to that and open the door, and hopefully we'll get one of those cerebro neuro modification devices. And we finished research here on natural gas generator, so that's that was right up here, fossil fuels. Now let's go for distillation, and then I think I'll come back and finish up this pharmacology, medical care, and pathogen diagnostics. I don't tend to use these for a really long time, so I don't really worry about them. Okay, it looks like everything's going well. I want to take a look at the reports. Taking a look at food. We're net positive more often than we're negative. That's great. Taking a look at power. Here we go, power usage. That's not bad. I'm not even wasting that much with the smart batteries in place. It's good. Yeah, so we're running our coal generator here for power still. We have quite a bit of coal, 12 tons still, and we really haven't even gotten to dig up. You know, there's going to be coal all over the map. So, all right. Build this. Build it. So I can seal that off. Oh, they're so busy with this farm down here. They like this farm. They can't breathe down here, but they like this farm. Okay, so they can't breathe down here. To that point, I am going to make another exosuit dock. Atmosuit checkpoint. Atmosuit dock. So what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to make it so that while they're down here in the farm, they don't have to stop to breathe, because that's what's happening. They're coming down here, they're working for a little while, and then they have to abandon what they're doing because they've run out of the ability to hold their breath. So let's go ahead and grab this ventilation. Okay, so again, I'm going to do this trick with the pipe. It's going to prioritize to this. Like that. And I've already got some power down here. So this power wire here is more than 2 times past its circuit capacity. So we definitely need to break this into multiple circuits. If I were to run both of these at the same time, we would be burning out wires. Or if I would run maybe one of these while I was doing research. Speaking of which, we just finished the research we were working on. So we're going to go ahead and just set up pathogen diagnostics and burn through those 3 items. Okay, so I have this extra suit already. So once they build this out, we will go ahead and deliver that suit. Go ahead and set a priority on this stuff. And they're going to have to go get some more iron from over here, which should be fine. Oh, funny. They built those tiles from underneath. That works. Actually going to cancel those so I can get up 4 high here. They'll jump up to get those first, and then I'll do the ones underneath. All right. How are we doing here? Yeah, bring the iron. Oh, that's refined iron. Yeah, okay. Iron, not iron ore. Build it. Build it, my duplicants. Gossman, is there really something to breathe over there? Oh, there's a little bit of polluted oxygen. I don't even know where that came from. I am going to throw a couple of airflow tiles underneath that farm. And I guess maybe do that. Yeah, that'll work. Then we're going to bring this guy over there like that. Don't need this. That was there just to keep water from spilling into this water, I think, which I had sealed up at one point. I don't know what happened there. I don't recall unsealing that. we'll seal that up again. All right, they built this deodorizer. I am going to build this ladder up here and take this tile out. And the reason I'm doing that twofold. One, so they can actually get down here to replace the sand in that deodorizer. But also then to let that hydrogen out. And we'll go ahead and block this off. They can't actually get trapped down here now, so they'll be able to find their way up. And I want to check on our cooling loop. It is 19.5 degrees. Oh, look at that. The door just opened. So it's cool enough in here that the automation tripped. And the automation opened the door, which disables the Weezeworts because the pots are no longer on a valid surface. That is a beautiful thing. Temperature controlled, 30 degrees. If I were to insulate this room, it would be really easy to control, but I actually don't mind that the heat from the rest of the base is going to bleed into this room and then get cooled down by this cooling loop. It'll help keep the whole base cool this way, and these two Weezeworts can easily handle it, obviously, as they were disabled there, and they just were back on for a second and now disabled again. Yeah, this is great. Yep, they're active for just a second. Yeah, they're active again. Good, good. And the temperature in this room is like 7 degrees. So that's good. It could actually get a lot colder in here. What I could do actually is I could just continue to let this room get super, super cold, and then I could just automate a valve on this loop. Instead of turning off the Weezeworts and letting the gas flow, I could stop the gas from flowing and let the Weezeworts continue to flow. Then potentially I could actually maybe expand this loop to go in other areas using some logic. So that actually sounds like something fun to do, but I'm really keen, really super keen on getting into a geyser of some kind. So I'm going to continue to explore off to the right here. What do you got, geysers? Checking the temperature overlay, see what kind of biomes we're adjacent to. Oh, so we're all the way to the left side of the map over here. That little tiny cold biome. Another cold biome. That useless chlorine vent. Yeah, alright. Alright. Keep it going. Alright, I am going to now replace these with gas tile, actually. Because this chlorine is going to really suck if it gets into the base. 1, 2, 3, 4. They can't get that one. And oh, I missed it. But the printing pod has gone off again. Ding. And heck yeah, I'll take that Weezewort. Thank you, thank you. Alright, I don't know how this happened, but they're not set to dig that up. So I think I planned out the farm tile. I built it, but I never queued up a dig command there. I do need to deliver a suit here, or they won't use this checkpoint. And it looks like it's ready to go with air and power. They just need to deliver the Atmosuit. Okay, so now if the chlorine here, which it already is kind of oozing out of this depression that it's in, should come, if it comes over this way, it should just come down here, sink down below this oxygen and polluted oxygen, and collect down here where it's not going to hurt anybody. I look at my germ overlay. A bunch of polluted oxygen down here, so chlorine is welcome. Yeah, I'll take all the chlorine you want to give me over here. This is being converted into oxygen, and the slime lung does not survive well on oxygen. It survives great on polluted oxygen, but it'll slowly die over here. Okay, we need to hop, skip, and jump over all that. And I'm going to do that. I'm going to dig that one up. I'm going to dig underneath these. You know what? Those are balm lily, and they're going to be above the chlorine levels. I'll go ahead and dig them up. It's fine. So, the advantage of leaving wild here. If I leave it wild, in 48 turns it'll grow. Domestic is 12. And I don't think domestic requires any feeding. It just has to sit in chlorine. So, this is like the one plant that you can plant in a farm tile, and it won't cost you extra time for your dupes. It won't cost you extra dirt or water, polluted water, and it'll just continue to produce balm lily, and in this case, every 12 cycles. So 1/4 of these cycles. So I think what I'm going to maybe do, maybe I'll just dig down here and plant some. Well, this is wild. I might just leave it. Well, we'll end up getting some chlorine settling into some spots naturally, and once we figure out where those spots are, we'll go ahead and plant some. We don't really need the balm lily right now. It's used to make medicine mostly. I actually think that they've unbalanced germs in this game in the favor of the dupes. It's almost something you can ignore a lot of times. I mean, you don't want to completely ignore it. Everybody running around with like -2 or -4 to their stats because they're sick really slows down getting stuff done in your base, but nobody's going to die from slime lung. It used to be if it wasn't treated within a certain number of turns, they would actually die from it. Okay, so let's see here. I really just want to get all this iron. I think I'm going to, let's go ahead and, is that 8, 6, 4, 2. There you go. Go for it, guys. Still no geysers over here. But we're going to go for this guy. Maybe we'll find a geyser when we go up here. Okay, so there we go. We'll be able to get to that. See, now we're almost to the right side of the map. Oh, there's no geysers in that main level here, left or right. So my dupes, they haven't been queued up enough tasks, so they're actually sweeping, which is good. But they're stepping through this water to go over here to sweep a lot, and that gives them soggy feet. So we're going to address that. I'm going to tile this side off, and I'm going to put a mechanical airlock right here, and we're going to put it on a timer. We talked about this a couple episodes ago. So I'm just going to put a clock timer, right, doesn't matter, right. I'll put it on top of the door. And we're going to automate this. There we go. And now these slime containers are set to priority 5 right now, but I'm going to go ahead and set them to priority 6. Copy that setting. And then I'm going to do this to priority 7, so they do that first. Just to make sure. I'm going to set this timer so this door is only open for, let's see. What do we say here? It'll be open in the morning's fine. It'll open a little, like an hour, a couple hours after the day starts. We'll have it open for, say, 10% of the day. So they'll have 10% of the day to realize that they need to pick up slime and deliver it down here. Now, what could end up happening is that they're going to be delivering the slime when the door closes, and then they'll drop the slime, and then it will outgas into the base as polluted oxygen. If that happens, so be it. That'll happen. We'll figure that out. Maybe we'll put a sweeper over here to clean that up in case it happens, because very possibly they might be on the fire pole or on the stairs when that happens. All right, I'm going to pause the game here. We're on cycle 56, so that's been our 5 cycles for this part of the Dupe Shelter playthrough. We have our mushroom farm going well. In fact, I will go ahead and queue up a few more Duskcaps if I have them. I don't. That could be a reason not to do it. I'm going to go ahead and copy the settings here and set up another row of Duskcaps. I'm not going to do all of them. We don't have a ton of slime, and I think this will be enough to keep our food reserves really healthy for quite some time. If we take a look over here, we have 12,000 kcals of mushrooms, which is fantastic, but even more fantastic if you fry them. So I will go ahead in here and set infinite fried mushrooms. So it actually takes 2,400 kcals of mushrooms, but it turns it into 2,800 kcals of fried mushrooms. I guess the grease is 400 kcals, but I'll take it. But on the back side of that, then, since I want them to eat the fried mushrooms and not the mushrooms, I'm going to disable the ability for them to eat mushrooms so that they will always fry the mushrooms up. I'm also going to set a priority here of 6 on the electric grill. So hopefully they'll do that before monkeying around with too many other things. I also have 4 skill points earned, so we'll take a look at skills and see what we can do with that. Ellie, what do we want Ellie to do? I think we're going to have Ellie continue to farm, so she's faster at it. Ashcan, cooking is good. Exosuit wearing is good, but actually if I have Ashcan as cooking, he's probably going to spend most of his time inside the base, not outside the base. While exosuit training is good because it does add 2 to athletics, it also adds 3 stress. So I think I'm going to set him up. Is he good at anything else? Ranching or farming? Farming 1. I think I'm going to set him up as a farmer also. And he will cook and farm and stay closer to the inside of the base, venturing out. I might even change some access controls so that Ellie and Ashcan don't leave the base that often. Maybe put some controls on the doors. Marie, digging is fantastic. Let's bump up that improved carrying. Lyra, we'll go ahead and throw construction 3 since she likes to do it and it won't add that much stress. And Gossman Jr., our artist, he's doing great. Okay, I think that sets us up pretty well for the next episode. We do have some research to queue. Let's just go ahead and take care of that. That means I finished these first 3 in pharmacology line here. And I guess I will go ahead and queue up liquid tuning. All right, well, thank you very much for tuning in here to part 7 of the Dupe Shelter. We did get quite a bit of excavating done. Fortunately, we've yet to discover a vent. We got our Atmosuit dock set up done over here, and we've got a second one set up down here for our mushroom farm. So it's looking pretty good. I think if we can ever get a geyser, I'd really love to work on some power systems and breaking up this. That might be the focus for my next episode, actually, is just breaking up this power grid so that these wires are not at risk of shorting out. So anyways, thanks again for tuning in. This has been Nom Nom in the Dupe Shelter, where oxygen not included.